Good evening, Sachin. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening,
Happy
Krish.
Guru Purnima Day.
Pardon?
Happy Guru Purnima Day. Today is the Guru Purnima. Yeah.
Yes.
Salutations to our Guru and Masters. Yeah. But real master is inside always.
Whether it is you have to define it as master or guru or whatever it is, it's always stable and it remains always stable and it's always the whatever you see, whatever you feel, all the difference and all the instability that is happening around is always happening the same. The stability is always there. You don't have to make stability, you don't have to bring silence into your life. There is silence, there is stability, and that stable which is always there is making everything possible. So when you sense everything, you can sense many things, but the reason for the senses are because of that stability which is always there. That stability is always there, it cannot be destroyed. That capacity is making us possible here. That capacity to be is always working perfectly. It never asks for anything, it never get tired, it never rests. It is working continuously and making everything possible. So it's not our capacity, the capacity itself is working. So there is no reason for any doubt, any reason for insecurity, nothing. We are secure, perfectly secure, and always secure. There's no reason for any doubt. There's no reason for any chaos, because the strength itself is making it possible. We don't have to build strength, we have to associate with that strength. That's the only thing required. So, how much you know about yourself, that much you can live. The more you know about yourself, well, that's good. Every moment you have to know more about oneself. Keep on knowing. If you keep on knowing, that means it's happening. The happening is connected with everything. Don't try to rule it, just experience the happening. Be aware that I am here, you have to be available here. That availability is very important. If you cannot feel your availability in that given space, that commitment towards yourself, the responsibility to maintain oneself in its harmony, definitely is the responsibility of every person. You have to be responsible towards yourself, not towards anyone else. Once you are able to take that responsibility to be, then the rest is perfectly assured. Otherwise, you are always struggling. If you are struggling, eventually you will get destroyed. So, in the earliest possible, you should know that you don't have to make anything possible. The making is happening on its own. Simple.
Yeah, self is always stable, but minds come some sometimes became unstable. So it's a reminder for mind actually.
No, when mind is connected with something that which is not stable, then your mind, then your body will feel disturbed. We are always connected with the stability. That stability is never getting any problem. You see, focus into the core of your existence. You can feel, see something which is never ever having any problem, never ever having a problem. But we are not seeking to stay with that stability. We are always looking around for many things which is not stable. That will grieve us a pleasure or many things, but it is always indefinite. It will not sustain, it will never sustain. So focus into yourself where you can see that something that which is working continuously or making everything happen continuously. If you focus, stay tuned, look inside, you can feel it, something which is not created, but from that which is making everything possible. It's very simple because it never get destroyed. So everything is not getting destroyed actually. Everything is having a change only. Everything has got a change and a particular pattern of change is happening. We can very easily associate with that and understand the criteria behind the working. Each and everything has got a pattern. Based on that pattern, a leaf is growing, a small insect is coming. Everything is based on a particular pattern. Each and everything has got its own position to be there. So similarly, we also have a capacity to remain stable in that given space. That's our responsibility. Our responsibility is to remain stable in that given space. Not, it's for nothing else other than that. So when you can stay stable by focusing into that stability which is making you possible, that's enough. Once you just get connected, even though you are doing many things, that stability is never getting any problem. It is always there. It is making everything possible. From that point only everything is happening. It's not made by our mind. It's not made by assumption. It is there always. If you are not able to have that clarity which is making one possible, that oneness is always there, get associated with that. Once you can feel it, aha, there is no question of doubt, there is no question of getting terminated. It's always illuminating and it's continuously happening. It never stops, it never demands, it's simply happening. It's always happening. It never stops. It has never started also neither. So it's very simple. As you get along with that happening, as you get along with that happening, you can feel the happening itself has got a beautiful order. The happening has got a beautiful order. And it keeps on happening continuously. And get along with that happening, and you can feel your order, not disorder. You have to feel your order. Your thoughts don't have life. Your thoughts will never have life. Only your feelings have life. Your thoughts are not connected with life. It is lifeless. It will never give you life. But your feelings do have life. Your feelings can enrich you, empower you, enlighten oneself with your feelings. Once you maintain yourself with the feelings, the initial stage, your feelings will be disastrous in the initial stage because you cannot be easily able to maintain with the feelings. But quite naturally, like a small child starting to walk, you will fall here and there, definitely. But for sure, you will walk. So, feelings, take for granted. It will protect you, it will ensure you everything that is required. Once you maintain that feelings for a period of time, there will be other person coming into your life. Should come. We are based on association. We take water, food, because that clearly indicates that we have to associate. We didn't happen from the space, from the sky. No, we happen to be because of association. So we are a process happening because of many things getting together. So togetherness is very important. Association is very important. So association, someone should come to you or you should meet someone and associate because of that similarity, because of that conscious similarity. That conscious similarity is one thing that can be maintained continuously, not the subconscious similarity. If you are connected with the subconscious similarity, it should only be for temporary time. You should reach the conscious similarity. There is a similarity based on the subconsciousness that is connected the created and the body. Of course, it is necessary, but your association should be to associate and get connected to the conscious association. One person, you should have to have one person. If you can have one, then that is the most wonderful fortune in your life. That's the most wonderful fortune. One person willing to stay with you. That is the blessing of life. If you can have one single person in your life to associate with you continuously, that means if you are giving attention towards yourself, you will have someone else also to associate with you continuously. That is where life is happening. That makes the life beautiful, getting together. So the subtle aspects of oneself will be bold, will come out into the open like gross. So association will bring the subtle into the gross level. That's the reason for association. When you get together, you can have your inner self exposed very easily, sincerely. Association with sincerity, honesty. Once you maintain yourself with honesty for a period of time, continuously, then quite naturally, someone else also will come to share with you the beauty of living. It's not to reproduce. It's not to reproduce. It's not to reproduce. It's a must that it is not for reproduction. It is to sustain in the given space and evolve. The fundamental of being is cannot be sustained by reproduction. If you are keep on reproducing, you are victim of the time. Consciousness time. This process is made by the universe. So it doesn't have a teacher. You will never face a guru, never. There's no gurus. Only association. We all are similar. No one is superior, neither inferior. We all are similar, associating together. We all communicate with the source. We can communicate only with the source. We are associating, interacting. We can only interact to know more about the self and the secrets of life. Communication is happening with the source and yourself only. Once you bring yourself into that perfect interaction, then the source will open very easily. Communication should happen between the source and yourself. So there is no scarcity. There is no question of scarcity, poverty, nothing. Because you are connected with the source, you get everything from the source. You interact perfectly because we are similar. Interaction is possible because of similarity. Similarity can be maintained to achieve the stability. The subtle can be opened very easily by truthful association, not to gain anything. It's not to gain anything, but to simply sustain in that given space. If you can sustain in that given space, truthfully, for a period of time, continuously, then you can automatically, naturally open into that space and the consciousness quite naturally. It's very simple because it is how it is happening always. That's how it is happening always. That which is making every living happening. Living is a beautiful process. No grudge, no fight, no disease, no problem, because it is structured by the universe. The intelligence is by the universe. The power is given by the universe. You don't have to accumulate power. The power will come to you quite naturally. You don't have to think that I am powerful. You think powerful because of comparison. You see weakness, then okay, you want to be powerful. No, we don't have to worry about the power. The power itself is making oneself possible. And everything that is happening, you focus into the happening, it has got a perfect order. The sophisticated intelligence is very powerful. Even though we feel it very feeble, but it's very powerful. The more feeble it is, it's very, very powerful. The faintest sense, where you can, maybe you may not be able to know, okay, is it happening? But it is happening. That's very powerful. Whatever you feel as gross is very weak. Whatever you accumulate is actually depriving oneself to exist. The more you accumulate, the more problems are coming. If you are not accumulating anything, then you are existing in its true sense. Don't try to accumulate. Don't try to get preference from other person. You are preferred by the universe. Others' preference will never work. It will only give you suffering. You are preferred by the universe, by the entire process itself. We are not responsible to anything else. Responsibility is only to remain stable. Sense yourself, are you living? How much you know about yourself, that much you can be there. If you don't know about yourself, finished, you are done. It's a matter of event only. Eventually, you will get destroyed. If you are not able to sense yourself continuously, then then you will feel it's very simple. It's happening continuously. No one can start this. You can never see a starting point in your life. Never ever. That which never has a starting point will never have a finishing point also. It's continuously happening. So your commitment is towards your soul only. Yes, we have a very strong, powerful soul which never demands anything, which never dictates anything, but it's always silent, it's always powerful. It is always powerful, never destroying anything. It's part of everything too as well. It's quite joyful, it's quite wonderful to have this awareness. Simple awareness. You don't have to achieve anything. Simple awareness, simple honesty, simple honesty. Be truthful. Be truthful to oneself. Truthful, be honest. Be honest to oneself. Even in your dreams, you have to be honest. Even in your sleep, you have to be truthful. The food that we take, in that food also we have to be honest. As we take that food, chew it in your mouth, there also you have to maintain the honesty. As you devour the food, as it goes through your throat, there also you should have honesty. By focusing into that food, how well am I associating with that food? Honesty should keep on working everywhere. They're happening with the happening. When you take food, as it goes into your stomach, you have to be there also. It is your responsibility to know how the food is working inside you. That's where you get the true attention. The sincere attention can be gained by focusing to the food that you eat. and how it is working within you, how wonderful it is working. And you can understand the work, the beauty of sustaining one's self in the given space by focusing how food is working inside you. That is where you are schooled to maintain oneself in that given space wonderfully. How food is interacting with your body, it gives a wonderful intelligence of beauty, and sanity will open because you are focusing into something that which is merging into yourself and making your body function more wonderfully. The intelligence of that which is making one possible is enough to have everything that is possible to maintain your life in that given space. These all are the criteria which is making one possible. If you are looking elsewhere, you will never have the salvation. To have your capacity to remain stable in that given space, the mukti, the moksha, can be had only by focusing into what changes are happening from inside. Food making a big part of your body, or else you take water. When you drink water, it goes down very easily. That means you have to give more attention. Food is going down very slowly, it works very slowly. But if you are taking water, it goes down very slowly, very fast, and it works very fast. So you have to give more attention. What water is doing to me, how water is merging with my body. Yes, or else if you come to the breath, to the expansion, contraction, more subtle aspect is working within yourself. Then you should have deeper attention. The capacity should be more enriched. Only then you can have that wonder of breath or the space associating with you and building your body. The space, the breath is also building your body. And then, of course, you can transcend yourself to the world of sound where the waves are functioning. The waves are always functioning, it's continuously functioning. The waves, the voice is based on waves. The more relaxed your body is, then only you can have the capacity of voice to enrich yourself. Otherwise, you'll be talking with people and bringing problems to yourself. If you haven't given honest attention to how food is working, then you cannot listen to everyone. You can never ever have the capacity to remain stable. Interacting with people with sound is definitely a higher level of living. You talk with everyone, you can never remain stable. You talk definitely with perfect association, attention, with similar people only. Same soul connection. Then only proper association will bring more clarity into the heavens of living. The freedom. We have to have the freedom to live continuously. For that, you should have perfect attention. How many people are associating? It's none of our business. How well are you associating with yourself? That's enough for everything record will come open. There is no poverty. Never. It's always richness. Always rich. Never stops anywhere. The system never asks you to take rest. Never. The system never stops. You see, day and night never stops. The moon, the earth, everything. the climate, everything is happening continuously, never stops, never, never, never. So then how can one get tired? How can one get tired? How can one have struggle? No struggle. Everything is working continuously. Everything is working continuously. There is absolutely no struggle. The capacity to remain stable is always working perfectly. No glitch. There is absolutely no glitch. Day and night, months and years, centuries going by, still it is functioning. So there is no question of doubt. Never, ever. There's no problem, no sickness. The subconscious mind and the consciousness. You have a subconscious mind, but you don't have a conscious mind. You will never have a conscious mind, only subconscious mind. A consciousness is possible. Consciousness is not connected with the body. It gives the body the capacity to remain stable in that given space. The consciousness. The masculine and the feminine is the association of the two beauty of living. The feminine, yes,
So the mind itself is subconscious.
yes. Mind is directly connected with the subconscious and the created.
You said you cannot have a conscious mind.
Never.
Yeah. So that means mind itself is subconscious. It's part of the subconscious.
Exactly.
So mind is a pattern.
Mind is the pattern. Mind
Yes.
gives different varieties of pattern. You have to bring your pattern into your order by focusing into your activities, the karma, the activities. The wonderful way of bringing your karma is by looking into the food that you eat. The food, it brings a lot of changes in your system. You focus how your body is digesting the food. You can focus into that. You can focus into your karma very easily by giving attention to how food is working inside your body. Then water, then breath, expansion, then sound, then light, then into the unknown dimension. And from this unknown dimension also, many wonderful things are happening. And that is the reason for association. So male and female association is for the unknown dimension, not for the known dimension. A masculine and feminine association can be maintained continuously only to have access to the unknown dimension. That's the pure divine association of the female and the masculine. And if you are not associating for that, then feminine and masculine itself will ruin everything. Itself will bring all the problems. Masculine and feminine is the most wonderful treasure that is possible given to us by the universe. These are the most wonderful treasures of life, the most divine godliness. No one can create the feminine and the masculine. When these two are brought properly into awareness, associate perfectly in honesty, then you can transcend all the senses of your created body and you can make new senses. to live, sustain in the given space. The capacity to remain stable, the capacity to remain stable can be achieved only through honesty. With honesty, you are powerful. With honesty only, you are powerful. Without honesty, you can never be powerful. Honesty gives you power. Only honesty can give you power. You maintain honesty, then eventually you will understand what is feminine and what is masculine. Feminine means the subconscious mind, the created, associating with the created perfectly. The food, water, breath, the sound, everything is connected. If you balance it continuously, if you stay stable within that process, if you stay within that process continuously, then you can sense something beyond. It will come into your clarity, it will come into your attention that there is something much more than what all the scriptures and what all the people are talking about. We have to hear everyone's voice, every sound that is made here, and just stay aware, stay connected to yourself without any disturbance. Eventually you will be more powerful. It's eventuality. You sense, remain stable. Within a short time itself, you will get clarity that you are not making anything possible. Everything is doing by itself. Everything is happening on its own. You just maintain your stability. Simple, it's very simple. No one can disturb the process of being. No one can. It's not an illusion, it's not an assumption, it's simple reality. Through honesty, one can open this beautiful world of living. Only through honesty. You have to be honest to oneself, not to others. You have to be honest to yourself only. Then honest people will come and associate with you. Only honest people can understand the sense of life. You have to be honest to oneself. Maintain honesty for a period of time. You will face a lot of challenges. You definitely will face a lot of challenges. But if you're honest, then honesty definitely will maintain you in that given space because you are eligible only with honesty, not with doubt. Never. With your crippled mind, you can never sustain. But with honesty, it is possible. Honesty is very powerful. Be sincere to oneself. Treat yourself with the most wonderful. Give the best treatment to yourself. You have to give the best kingly treatment to yourself. Never deprive you of any wonderful treatment that's possible. Give the richest treatment that is possible. Then only you can transcend to the next level of being. Be like a king and like a queen, always. Not once in a while. Don't let others treat you. You have to treat yourself like a king. Then you can feel the wonderful things that is happening always. No one can make this happen. Whatever you make will get destroyed eventually. Whatever you think about making will also get destroyed eventually. Well, we can make fancy toys, of course. We can make fancy toys, but it will get destroyed eventually. It definitely will get destroyed. Whatever we are trying to make will get destroyed. But whatever is made by the universe will never get destroyed. It keeps on working continuously. It keeps on working continuously. It never gets destroyed. It keeps on working. Never, never, ever stops. It never asks for fuel. It never asks for rest. It is working continuously. You just sense it, feel it. Aha. Very simple. You're struggling to achieve something, then you will achieve problems only. If you're struggling, you will gain problems. Don't struggle.